Tout le monde bien? All right. Baissez tête, on prie. Father, I thank you for giving us this opportunity to be here this evening. I thank you, oh God, for the people that you allowed to be in this place at this time, in this moment. Lord, the moment that we will spend with each other, oh Lord, to debate your word, to learn. God, I ask you for your spirit. N'a demandé au Seigneur pour ban nous esprit, au Seigneur, pour nous comprendre, pour nous avoir compréhension à soi. And Lord, teach us, oh God, how to answer the calling that you have in our lives, oh God, as we learn the way that you called the people that came before us. Lord, I ask you, oh Lord, to open up our minds, our understanding, give us wisdom so we can comprehend your word. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. So, we have been talking about answering the call. Nous avons à parler de l'appel. Amen. And we said that the calling is not similar to when, let's say, if I call you. It's not similar to that, but because when God calls us, ça veut dire li gon travail, li besoin pour nous faire pour lui. Right? So when God calls us, he calls us because there is a work that he has in store for us. And le bon Dieu relève, gardez nous-mêmes, nous pas le choix. So this is what we're saying tonight, Jeremiah. Jérémie. Poor Jeremiah. Jeremiah had no choice. Jérémie pas de choix. And right in the very beginning, where it says, the word of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah, and the priests that were in Anamoth in the land of Benjamin, to whom the word of the Lord came in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It also came in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, until the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, until the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month. Verset 4 dit nous, verse 4, then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 5, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out the womb, I sanctified thee. So, avant ou te même dans votre maman, m'te connais. What do you get out of that? Qui sort prendre dans ça? Qui sort prendre dans ça? What do you find in this? Yeah, but there's something that when I was reading it on the way here, I realized something. You know how when the kids ask let Timunyo Mande, where do babies come from? What does the parents normally answer? Most people, they tell them babies come from God, right? Comes from heaven. Comes from God. That's what some people say. Because children are a gift from God, aren't they? That's not where they came from? I mean, we know what they're talking about, but what do you tell your children, though? A child's a child, so they think like a child. But in actuality, where do babies come from? We know that it takes the mother and the father to procreate and come together, but where did that come from? If we say back in Genesis that God is the creator of all things, so where do babies come from? Comes from God. And if you look at the verse, verset 5 là, it told you, before I formed thee in the belly, avant te même dans ventre maman m'te connais. What is God telling us here? Because if we say that babies come from, your mother's womb, so how can God possibly know you before you was in the womb? Now, I'm not talking about children language here. I'm talking about those of us who are believers and we're grown-ups. Where do babies come from? Because this is the question of the night. Comment fait bon Dieu qu'a dit Jérémie que m'te connais avant même te mette ou dans votre maman? Okay. So my question is that where it starts? It starts in the belly? Is that where it starts? Where does it start? Uh-huh. So therefore, when somebody asks you, when they're like, honestly, like, yo, where do babies come from? Or because right here, verse 5, see, we read it as, okay, avant même là où t'es fait, m'te connais. But really think about omniscience de Dieu and know that God lives in eternity. Tout le monde comprend ça, right? Bon Dieu, il vit dans l'éternité. Ça veut dire, il connaît passé, il connaît présent. Exactly. So therefore, before you was even in the womb, like bon Dieu connaît tout le monde qui a by chance pour le faire. And what he was telling Jeremiah here, even before your mother and your father had plans to be together, même avant maman a papa te gen plan pour yo te vin ensemble, m'te gen tan gon plan pour vous. You understand? Like so in actuality, there's no such thing as anybody being a mistake. You understand? You know how sometimes we go through life, getting there for passing a life, yeah, and content de gentil when you have this, you know, and sometimes maybe they're raised in a family, a broken home, and then ti moun vin sentir que, you know, les gens que li vin fait c'est un mistake, you know, and there's some children, exactly, there's some children that, you know, their parents even tell them you was a mistake. Why? It's not really because of the child, but it's because of the relationship that happened with the father. See, we live our life depending on the relationships that we have with each other, on and off. But bon Dieu lui-même, he makes every decision based on his relationship with himself. That means before God, you know, set Sister Joanne's out of this womb, and me out of this womb, and Sister Sandra out of this room, and this person out of this room, he had already a plan. Like he knew you would be here tonight. He needed you to be here tonight. So anything that happens to us in our life, there's no such thing as a mistake. Like he knew you was going to leave the oven on. He knew that. I know I'm not the only one that almost burned down my house a couple times. See, we don't know things. And nous toujours avons ça, oh, quand m'oublier bagay là. God, bon Dieu qui est en haut, t'as pas oublier bagay là. He knows qui joue t'as pas oublier, dans qui date, à qui l'heure. God is not limited by space. He's not limited by time at all. So I learned something new. Do you know what Jeremiah's nickname was? Qui non yote by Jérémie? Pour qui ça? So Jeremiah is calling the weeping prophet because he's always complaining. Why was he complaining? You can't just give me a generic answer and said buy everything. Well, I mean, those were excuses. Those were excuses. But why? The work that God gave him to give was a very difficult work. Uh-huh. Because the way the Israel was and the message that God was giving them. Okay, I'm glad that you brought this up, okay? Um, Everybody knows Jeremiah was actually a PK, pastor's kid. His father was a priest. So write this down. Papa Jérémie, c'était prêtre. He was a priest. Okay? Jeremy's father. And it tells you this right there. The words of Jeremiah, look at Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 1. The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah of the priests. Right then and there, it tells you Kimun Jeremy te. Okay? So Jeremy is someone qui live in a temple. But the issue with this is the fact that Jeremiah was called the weeping prophet And his ministry began really the moment that he was born. Even before he was born, but we've come to know who Jeremiah is from the moment that he's born. If you notice this, right? We don't know about Moses and too much about Moses until he kills the Egyptian. I mean, we know that he was born around a time where it was difficult, and we know that Bon Dieu used the river to save his life. Amen. But nous pas tellement ouais avancement Moïse jusqu'au coup li vinn touye li vinn gen assez large enough pour touye égyptien kounya monsieur prend la flûte. But then God allows him to go out into the desert. He gets married. He's at Jethro's house. He's working. He built a life there. He has a wife, he has children. You understand what I mean? So then, while he's taking care of the sheep in the desert, then what does he see? He sees a bush that's on fire, but it's not burning. Bush like Genji feel done, but li pa boule. See, God knows, and what we were saying last week is God knows how to get your attention. God knows how to get your attention. See, some of you you go the other way. If I see fire, I'm not going to go to it. I'm going away from it. But Moïse, li son nèg, l'loué di fait, li captive. So, yeah, but guess what? Uh-huh. Listen, I wouldn't even get that far, honestly. If I see a tree lit up and I don't see that it's Christmas lights, I'm not going towards it. That's just me. But songez though, see, God used this to attract Moses because li get an konnen ki sa ki attire. See, God knows how to get you. I don't know. The person next to you don't know, but God knows how to catch your attention. He knows it. That's why he calls everybody, but he calls everybody different. Jeremiah, on the other hand, he was like, brother, you're stuck. You're screwed. You have no choice. He tells them two things. Before I created you in your mother's belly, I knew you. And before you was born. So that means God is showing you right here, Kimun ki forme Timun. Because he says, before you was born, avant sorti under votre maman, m'get un consacré pour vin prophète. So that means, so we know children, it takes about 40 weeks, right? About 9 months. Some of us go a little longer. Some of us come out a little earlier. But there's something that's going on. See, la science nous gen machine pour nous wè ti moun nan, pour nous wè façon ti moun nan, pour nous tande cœur ti moun nan, so they can, check. And if now we're so advanced that you can have a 3D picture of what, the child looks like, which to me I think it's scary. But there's something else that's going on in the womb. God is forming. There's things that God is adding. So because he's saying it right there. He goes, before you came out the womb, I sanctified you, I consecrated you, I ordained thee to be a prophet of the nation. So he's telling Jeremiah, listen, où est commencement la vie? Il était commencé dans même. Your life started in my hand, and I've already ordained your life to purpose to what I want to do in this life. But one of the reasons why Jeremiah was a weeping prophet, and I'm putting myself in that situation, Jeremiah did not live in a good time for Israel. Jérémie pas vivre non en temps qui était bon pour peuple Israël. He passed over 3 kings. Peuple a fait rebelle. And it was through Jeremiah that they got captured, because Jeremiah, where did Jeremiah die? In Egypt. He died in Egypt. It was through his time, and God warned them if they did not turn from their wicked ways. See, Jérémie vive dans temps que moun yo a porté en bête pour yo consacrer, pour yo offrir sacrifice. But guess what? God was not receiving any sacrifice. Parce que même moun qui a porté sacrifice là, yo t'a vivre non vie yo pas doué à vivre. And he even said that the king took his brother's wife. So this is a time that everybody was doing everything that they wanted to do. They weren't, yo pas tap suivre parole bon Dieu encore. Yo pas tap tendre commandement bon Dieu encore. Yo fait tout ça yo voulait faire. Mais yo continue kembe koutim nan, chaque année yo vinn porter bête pour pécher yo. But comment faire ou vinn porter bête pour pardonner péché après retourner dans même tintin? Think about that. He's a weeping prophet because guess what? God is showing him, bon Dieu ba vision. God is showing them, if the people keep doing this, this is what's happening. All right, let me put it in a sense that you understand. Est-ce que vous avez des fois où on dit moun ouais Jean la vive là, s'il continue dans route lié li pas bon pour lui. Like you can tell that if he keeps hanging out with these people, he's going to either get shot or he's going to kill somebody or he's going to go to jail or he's going to die. Ou pas jamais ça? That you like is ou moun nan, ou étudier moun nan. That means if you do not change. So guess what? As a prophet, as a man of God, le bon Dieu li montre famille ou. Li montre zanmi ou. Li montre tout moun ko connaît, li montre quartier and chaque coup bon Dieu bon vision ou just where diffé. Comment t'as senti ou dans cœur? And then you standing there, say Sandra, please don't do this. Turn away. Ça fait qui pas faire ça. C'est Geneviève pas faire ça. Évangéliste pas faire ça. Sir, don't do that parce que chaque mois m'pas seulement ouais figure comme ça. Moi ça tout ça bon Dieu montre. It becomes a burden. Now God has created, a burden to me because every time I see you, I can't see you in the natural. I see what's happening to you, but you don't see it. Cette période là c'est le cœur non bon place pour essayer pour aider un monde, mais moun nan pas même reconnaître état lié. That's the worst thing. To try to help people who does not realize that they need help. You can't help nobody that don't want to help themselves, but if God has chosen you to be a prophet, can you say that excuse? Can you use that excuse? I know pastors, and I know Lord knows there were times, when my dad, was leading, I'm like, man, if I was him, I'm going to be honest with you. Of course. It becomes a burden. Let me tell you why, man, let me say, as a pastor, I can talk. Even before I was a pastor, when I was the youth leader, it was such a burden to me. Because I had opportunities that I wanted to take personally for my life. I'm taking chance, I'm taking opportunity que m'aime explorer pour la vie pam personnelle. But chaque coup m'essayer pour me faire affaire pam, God found a way to prendre l'arceau and then drag me back. I wanted to have a great football career. But every time I was supposed to go play football, c'était là pour me faire répétition dans l'église là. So this is what I did. I said, I'm going to start the youth group, and I'm going to bring people around me. Then I'm going to let them be in charge so I could leave. I leave, manque pedi PM. Right? Because God was telling me, no, I need you to work on the youth, but I wanted to travel the world and play football. And I was having a great game until I tore my meniscus, almost lost my knee. So some of us, it's a burden parce que bon Dieu montre des visions avec quelques monde. Il y a des monde où yo tande yo, at least yo quitte yo bonne chance pour parler avec yo. But some people they don't even give you you pas même bon route pour passer pour comment ka parler avec. And especially when you're looking at the generation today, they know everything. Ça veut dire m'bagan yem ka di yo. Parce que tout le monde connaît tout bagay. Like honestly, I think that this generation believes that you're tout pasteur. So if you all pastors, you don't need somebody like me. Honestly, I should ask God, please make everybody a pastor. Nobody knows, but the thing is, it's your attitude. I always heard this. Your attitude, okay? Your attitude will play a big factor on your altitude. Your attitude will play a big factor on your altitude. Ça veut dire, attitude ou gain, gen tan montre moun qui wote que bon Dieu a qui monter. Gen des moun ou qui simple, qui était humble, bon Dieu a monté ou ensemble avec. But moun ou pas capable avec yo mal élevé, yo connaît yo gen toute bagaille, y a marché quand c'est roi Nebukadnezar yo. Si bon Dieu fait roi Nebukadnezar manger zeb mes amis, qui ça le va faire manger? Think about it. If God will make, the king of Nebuchadnezzar eat grass in his own garden, what will he do to you in 2018? So my man had no other choice. He was a whipping prophet, right? His eyes was also cast down, and he can no longer bear to see God's people suffer. Parce que chaque coup l'al dormi ou bien chaque coup l'a marché, bon Dieu seulement montre souffrance. He was not the good news prophet. When you saw Jeremiah, you know how the woman qui t'a parlé and I forgot what he said. He said, you see where Nexa? Chaque coup Nexa vient là, il pas jamais gen bonne nouvelle pour di moun. And people don't like that. People don't like to hear bad news. Nobody likes to hear what they're doing wrong in life. Everybody wants to hear, oh, Frère Robinson, mon cher, moi fait bel travail. But nobody wants to hear what they're doing wrong. It's a thing called constructive criticism. Les moun ap montre un bagay qui pas tellement droit, c'est pour aider ou pour effacer, pour ranger corps. Because, you have so much talent. If only you can do this, you can go a little further. There's some people, they're talented. You get belle voix. They're smart. They're intelligent. Like, il y a des gens où là prend 3 mois pour comprendre un seul bagay, moun nan just prend 3 secondes li gen tan comprendre li. But the reason why you go further in life is because ou pa gen attitude moun nan gen. There's a lot of people, sometimes, young people that's dying on the streets. We say, oh my God, what a shame, because this gentleman, he's so smart, he's so intelligent, but he hung out with the wrong people. Life is not good enough for you to know better. You have to do better. And c'est pour prêter attention à moun qui bon koto là. So when là où Jérémie a vini, grand pile moun, yo t'a getan sou Jérémie a vini comme ça sou, qui t'a fait? Ou t'a prêté? Because every time you see Jeremiah, he never has good news. He's going to say, here's what the Lord, our God, is telling me to tell you. Oh, man. Ainsi parle l'Éternel. Pas que moun qui veut entendre ça. Ainsi parle l'Éternel. Parce qu'elle commence avec ainsi parle l'Éternel là, c'est quand son jugement qui va le prononcer sur. Bon Dieu dit comme ça, sou pas laguer ça dans mon là, sou pas virer face ou retourner. La pral faut manger zeb pour juste en tout yo. Qui moun qui t'a entendre ça? C'est quand on va demander tête tout ça. Prophète ou pas jamais rien bon. And sometimes people will criticize you for that, but you don't get to choose what ministry God gives you. And in churches, nous gen moun que bon Dieu bay vision, but yo pay vision yo, and yo pas vinn bay nouvelle là. Ou pay, you know why you pay? Madame ça c'est toujours on sell qualité bay. Understand that if that's what she always does, maybe that's what God's given her. God is not, giving everybody, hey, go tell Sister Sandra she's going to win the lottery tomorrow. It's all that I mean. God is here to save your soul, not trying to please your flesh. Okay? But then, one thing that we have to realize that les bon Dieu gagne un appel dans la vie. Premièrement, il est en fait provision pour appel là. See, God is not going to call you and ordain you to do something, and then you come into a point where He's like, okay, wow, okay, you got here faster than I thought. Give me a second pour me penser avec qui genre, ok, non, 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 non. Avant même où t'es fait. Et d'ailleurs, regardez dans Genèse pour eux. Qui dernier bagay bon Dieu créé? Pour qui ça le fait ça? Why did God create man last? Why? Huh? One thing we have to realize is God, when we understand that everything that God created is perfect. All right? And yes, we are God's special creation, but the answer is, and Fred Mustang said it, God doesn't want you to be in a position where you feel like you're without. Ça veut dire, ou pas parler bon Dieu, n'importe ou pas une excuse ou ka bail bon Dieu qui dit, oh, ou connaît, ou gen raison. That means God took all the excuses from us, even though we still give it to Him. Even though we still give it to Him. See, God knows that you would need, to breathe. He put trees all around you. Li konon wap reme manger zaboka. Pas de problème. Li getan planter pied bois zaboka avant même ou te fait. N'importe qui soit ou pas mais ou reme pomme, OK, pre pomme nan this way. Ou pas reme pomme ou reme chaget la dem nan. N'importe choix, no matter what it is that you would tell God, He's already created it before He created you. Remember, God is a God of conscience. Li getan konnen besoin avant même ou konnen besoin. God knew your need. God knows your need. And He took care of your needs. He supplied. The verse says that He will supply all of your need. So ça veut dire pas need me signifie besoin. Ça veut dire pas gon besoin gen kouni a jodi a, and aussi tout. Gon besoin 10 years from now. 10 years from now you're going to be in need of something, and guess what? Bon Dieu te getan créer avant. C'est pas les au besoin bagay la non kouni a bon Dieu pral créer, non? God had already created it. God had already created every single one of our needs. Okay? So He takes away all the excuses from us. All right? But guess what? We still give God the excuse. But here's the situation. Jeremiah said this. Seigneur, I can't speak. Qui moun ki bay la parole, mes amis? Where does speech come from? God. And guess what? It's not like God is saying, I need you to go talk to this person, figure it out. No, He said, I need you to go give this lesson out, but guess what? I'm going to put ma mete parole mwen nan bouche pa. God is not sending you out here to talk your own talk. See, when God, you can tell the difference between somebody who's ordained par Saint-Esprit and moun ka di parole pa yo. You can tell. If you came to church, there's two different things that may happen. If you come to church and ou pa jwenn rien, premièrement, it could be that you did not come with expectance. Meaning, ou vin l'église ou pas même expecter pour tande rien. Okay? Songez, la foi, without faith, no one can please God. Without faith, miracle, n'a parlé de miracle, sou pa gen la foi pour recevoir miracle, ou pa jamais recevoir. Or two, you're around somebody who's a false prophet, a false teacher. Parce que the thing is, ou pas même besoin parler avec moun bon Dieu. Depuis bon Dieu, le temps de prière après li dit jodi ma bonne réponse. Ou pas même inviter un ken moun dans problème, dans situation. Bon Dieu a utilisé un moun pour venir prendre micro ou bien pour juste dire une parole. Les moun nan dit parole là, pour lui même li dit parole là au hasard. Parce que c'est nous même pendant dans l'église là, mais on en marche parce qu'on connaît parole là ça ou même lié directement. Sometimes you go and you visit a church or you visit something else and nobody knows you. So kounya pa ka di c'est pas ça qui t'a dit moun. Nobody knows you. And we don't even know that you went there. And pendant arriver là, bon Dieu te geta prétend nous. Why? Because he knew you would be there. Before you, avant même ou prendre décision pour aller en côté, bon Dieu geta, listen, chaise li là, li chita ou même qui en état, bon Dieu pas jamais en état. So that's why I love this one. It dit, qui côté m'taillé pour pas ta ouais, c'est monter dans ciel là, c'est là où est. Si m'ta descend en fond la mer, pas gain secret pour ou con toute bagaille. We serve a God, a all-knowing God, and nous pas bail bon Dieu crédit pour ça. You know, Pastor, you just don't understand my struggles. God does. Bon Dieu comprend lui. He's the inexcusable God. Ça veut dire pas gon excuse ou ka bail bon Dieu and for God to say, you know what, you have a valid point. Okay, you don't have to do this no more. Let me go fix this. No. Pas gon excuse. Parce que, Lord, I can't talk. He goes, no problem. And what did he do in the scripture? Regardez dans verset... Look at verse number 9. Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth. Let's go back to verse 6 though. Oh God, I cannot speak because parce que m'son timoun. Nah, timoun 2018 tellement I talk back to you. But here he goes. He said, Lord, I'm a child. It's like God calls you and God says, Deacon Alex, I want you to do this. Then Deacon said, but Lord, I'm too short. And was Jeremiah a child? He was a child. He wasn't lying. You know the thing about it is, we come to know these things as excuses. Vous comprenez? But il n'y a pas excuse pour bon Dieu. La raison qu'il nous fait excuse that is because we start to diminish who God is in our lives by speaking those things that we are and not realizing what we can be. Ça me veut dire, God, I'm a child. Et pas mentir là-bas, il était un petit monde vrai. But est-ce que bon Dieu pas qu'à utiliser petit monde? Si bon Dieu utilise bouche bourrique, right? Because he said, if you won't go to speak my word, I'm going to use a donkey. Right? I'm going to use a donkey. So, listen, guys, listen. Nous, pour bon Dieu, in order for God to free, and he could have done it any other way, but c'est comme ça lui-même était choisi. Not only il utilisait Moïse, qui ça encore il utilisait? Display. What else did he utilize? Angel of fire. When did he utilize Ange du fer? Remember, Léon, you étaient dans le désert, il mettait les anges campés parmi qui moun. Because God will always place a separation. Où est les jours arrivés pour délivrer? Wapwe, moun qui te kon parle avec yo, bon Dieu a mette un raillissement. I'm telling, watch this. Oh, we're friends. You're my best friend. Nous faisons jouer ensemble, nous parlons ensemble, chaque jour nous bagaille. Kou bon Dieu commence l'élever, ma commun là is not going to be your ma commun encore. Oh, qu'on a quitté dans pauvreté. Right? Nous devons manger tiba là ensemble. Nous devons prendre boss là ensemble. Qu'on y a bon Dieu albe nous vivre bon machine. And get them there's some people, their pride. Oh, m'pas jamais monter machine li penser. Ou pas faire mon nan, you know. The thing about it is, when God is getting ready to cross you over, oh Lord, I love this. When God, le bon Dieu, le temps arrivé pour traverser. Parce que songez, Israël traversé. Combien de fois Israël traversé dans partie ça? Combien de fois traverser avant d'arriver au Canaan? Combien de fois traverser? OK, premièrement, they crossed over from Egypt parce que qui ça était en Égypte? Ils étaient esclaves, right? So they had to first leave Egypt. And now, where are they? They're in the desert. Okay? So, non désert, that's one. Now, from the desert, now they got to cross what? La mer Rouge. Okay? And là, ils ont traversé la mer Rouge, là, côté yo est. They're in the desert, but they're on the other side of the desert. Yo, pourquoi arriver Canaan? When they cross the Red Sea, is it not Canaan yo est? Okay. So, some of you, when we talk about, this is the year of transpassing, this is the year of traverser. Ou konnen wap just traverser comme ça pour arriver? That's what you think? Hey, if it was that easy, you would not serve God the way you should. Because guess what? When I read scriptures, I realize one thing. C'est pas tout le monde qui commence avec, qui fini avec. There's some people that part of their story was just to get out of slavery. Because a lot of them died in the desert. And Gedemun, part of their story was, I was one of them that walked the Red Sea. Like, moi-même tout, moi j'étais fait partie de monde qui était traversé la mer Rouge. But guess what happened? They died in the desert. C'est pas tout le monde qui était quitté Égypte qui entrait Canaan. Not everybody who left Egypt and entered. Not everybody. Moses didn't even make it to Canaan. And Moses was leading them. Ça veut dire pas qu'on monde qui indispensable. That's why sometimes it hurts me when on monde qui fait shelbe. Like you really think, see, if you understood how fragile life is, ou tap marché on gens différent. Because life is 1 minute you here, next minute you look at this. The person was right next to you in the desert. All we did was cross the Red Sea. Now we're in another part. Et kounya même moun qui était là ensemble avec nous, il pas là encore. There's some people while we was moving out of Egypt qui t'a aidé au pousser chaise. Pousser ti bagay yo. Moun qui a aidé au là. Ou rive pas arriver. That's a good question. What lesson, hold on, let me translate for you so they can understand. Say it again. What lessons can we can find in Moses? Him that stood with the people that came out of Egypt, yes. To do all this suffering and misery, and then he doesn't enter Canaan. What lessons can we learn from this? That's a very good question. And Monday, I'm going to ask you that. Got it. There's a contradiction. It's not Moses. Okay. Wait, hold on. I have a question. Is the people to blame? Who's to blame for Moses not making it to the promised land? Who's to blame? So, okay, Deacon Alex says Moses, but Fred Demosten said it's the people. Anybody else? What do you see? Tell me what you see. You see flesh, okay? Flesh. No, listen. Flesh. Listen. Because as men, we're limited. We're patience, no? Even some of us who you say, oh man, Sejuan is patience. She may have more patience than you. But every man has a limit. Limit. See, you might do something today and it's cool. Tuesday is cool. Wednesday is cool. Li pa prive vendredi. Some people, though, the moment you do it, they want to shoot you right there. We have quick-tempered, slow-tempered, mild-tempered. Moun ki gen patience, but even the person that you see that's patient, there's a limit to their patience. Why? Because we're flesh. Because souffrance en dedans, c'est pas un bagay qui facile, non? Like when Jack says I from mon bagay and I really want to say something to him, but if I approach him the wrong way, get it for bagay like having. So who's to blame for Moses? Who's to blame? Pour ça Moïse got look, listen, man, and that's my biggest fear. I'm glad that you bring that. That's my biggest fear, to allow somebody to make you miss out on something. Why didn't you go to school? Because my brothers didn't believe in me. Because my church didn't believe in me. My mother didn't believe in me. You cannot use people as an excuse why you didn't do something in your life. Ou kompren sa m'dou la? The thing about it is, là ou gen yon personnel relation avec bon Dieu, ou pas ka kite moun vin camper nan mitan relation pa avec bon Dieu. Now, is that easy to do? It's not, because nan l'homme nou gon bagay nan cœur nou. Like if I care about you, sometimes that love can be my weakness and not a strong point. Est-ce que vous comprenez ça m'dou la? Because l'on reme on moun, gen de bagay ou pap ka gen force pour just rete kon sa a bouche ou ferme pour pas dire on bagay. So the thing about it is, Moses did not make it to the promised land because of Moses. Because God gave, I don't care what you guys are doing. Si bon Dieu dit m'pa fon bagay, m'pa ka nan bon sens mwen. Now, comme humain, m'ka fait faiblesse que Moïse te fait, comme humain. Because there is a part of us that sometimes, okay, let's be honest. Sometimes, how many of you got to remind yourself that you're a Christian? Combien d'entre nous, qui me dit en créole, for my Creole people that's here right now and the ones listening to us and watching us on Facebook and YouTube, this is what I want y'all to know. As human, sometimes, comme humain, il y a des fois que Jean problème yo vinn sou route ou bien Jean moun vinn manko dégâts. Gon bagay en don that we call flesh. I'm gonna go back to this. You guys remember? I know tout le monde connaît Tonton Désirable, right? Did you see that skit? I love that skit. Est-ce que tout le monde connaît Tonton Désirable? So, get des femmes qui viennent dans le quartier, gomme matin, qui viennent prêcher, you know, tonton, nous juste venons là pour nous dire que, you know, bon Dieu après tourner, bon Dieu bye. Après tonton Désirable dit, ah, gomme matin ça. Il dit comme ça, gomme matin ça. And then, il manque au dégât, il dit comme ça, did you even take a bath yet? Est-ce que tu as même lavé quoi yet? Dame qui vient à parler, bon Dieu, look, maintenant, là, comme ça, oui. Listen, 1 minute, her hand is up saying, well, I'm here to tell you about God. I'm here to talk about God. Bon Dieu, amen. Bon Dieu, this. And say, why are you here this early? Premièrement, il dit comme ça, nous n'allons pas marier, parce que si nous n'étions pas mariés, nous t'arrêtons arrêté en bas de votre mari. So you must not have no man because it's too early for you to be out here, because if you had a man, you would still be in the bed. And secondly, it's this early. Did you even wash yourself? Depuis comment on dit comme ça, ou beaucoup même bien laver. She had the Bible in her hand. Li dit c'est comme ça, s'il vous plaît, kembe Bible à moi. Then what she does next is funny. She goes into her bra and li prend bouteille tafia. And she goes, you know, get it for pour parler avec next sortie ça, c'est pour bronti ba. She forgot in 1 second. Sometimes the way somebody vient parler avec ou kabli au chrétien. And you got to remind yourself. I personally, and I think this is why, you know, God is still molding me, because Lord knows I'm not perfect. I think God purposely gave me the boss that I have at my 9 to 5 job so I can keep reminding myself that I'm a Christian. Because every single day, and I hope you see this too, every single day, she's going to say something that, let me tell you something. Le accident maman nan passe, right? M'relel. And I told her, listen, this is what just happened, this and that. Instead of asking me, hey, you know what, is she okay? Make sure that you're there. She goes, I have 8 people out already. So now you're going to be number 9. Like, see, when I talk sometimes about, I know a lot of you, you want to die where you work at, that's fine. And I have no problem with you. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But when you look at life, regardez la vie, like, fais bon sens au travail. Fais bon sens au travail. Le travail où y est, and the work that you're in, if something happens to you, avant même yo chanter enterrement, somebody's already sitting at the seat that you used to sit at. Before they even sing your funeral, oh my God, she was so good. He was so smart. Oh no, oh my God, he was too young. Avant même yo chante funérailles. The moment yo tande ou mouri, they have a drawer in the office that's called resumes. Yo allé, yo choisi un résumé, kounya yo commence à prele, because guess what? Kounya place dans factory a, di pa la encore. Think about it. You've been at a job for 10 years, 9 years, right? You work hard. Are they still going to be sending that check to your family? A lot of you, pas gen temps pour petit tout, pas gen temps pour madame, pas gen temps pour Mario. There's a lot of you here. When's the last time you took a vacation? Depuis qu'il a pris une semaine, ou mouton un petit avion, un bateau. Congratulations. Congratulations. Qu'il a prend temps. No, honestly, think about it. But if you like see my one of my wife's friends at her job yesterday, like she called me, she's like, yo, such and such, husband just suffered a heart attack. He's stressing and stuff, like he suffered a heart attack. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, do you understand that où est téléphone ça? Now we live in a world where something happens, you get the news really fast. Back in the day, gen de bagay ki passe, c'est l'on rive la kayou, and you turn on the 10 o'clock news, ou apren nouvel la. But kounya, debi bagay la fête kounya. Boom, boom, boom. So, m'pa di kon sa pa, listen, I'm not here. Papa Alvin fait, ou apre vin pote bilyo la l'église la, di kon sa pasteur te di this, that. That's not what I'm saying. But you gotta have a balance in your life. Like, l'on connaît value la vie. When you know your value, gen quelques décisions kounya ou ka gérer. Honestly, get a moon like you let in your family, like, get a bagay que ou pas gen chance encore. Some things you only get one chance of life for doing it. You won't have another chance. And I love to hear, this is my favorite, when I retire. Ki moun ki do wap gen chance retire? Did the bishop get a chance to retire? Moun ka pe de fè plan pour 10 ans ou nan 20 ans when I retire. First and foremost, ou gen tout force ou kounya, gen bagay ou ta ame fè, c'est pas wap pense de fè ou parce que ou gen force pou li. But nan 10 ans, ki moun ki di gros force ki sou kounya wap gen nan 10 ans? Qui moun ki pa dou sa avec un petit bâton wap prale? You want to go jet skis at 90? Jet skiing at 90, not to say that pa gen moun ki gen 90 ans kap jet ski, there probably is. But there's not a lot, I tell you that. I go jet ski every year. And I don't see a lot of 90-year-olds when I'm out in the ocean. I don't see it. Again, ou ka yon nan exception yo que bon Dieu béni ou gen 120 ans ou ap fè ti bowling ou ap fè ti this. Sometimes you don't have to go far. Just take a day and breathe. Like bay tête ou on repos. And as a man of God, that's what I'm learning to do. It's important because guess what? Moses, Jeremiah, Le travail pour bon Dieu, c'est un travail qui stresse, oui. You know why it's stress? Because God gives you a good message, right? The message looks good coming out of his mouth. But then when it comes out of your mouth, tout bon ap gado. Laissez manger le pas joindre. Ça qui parole ça la parler là. So the thing about it is, Moses should have entered the promised land. But God told him, I want you to speak to the rock. Listen, there's different ways you can look at it. But at the end of the day, there's only one judge and one person that makes the decision. Et ça fait bon Dieu pas quitter ange Gabriel dans porte là, vous comprenez? Parce que moi et ma ange Gabriel, nous avons une relation que nous sommes partenaires. No, it's not. It's not bad. Let me tell you something. God knew that. You know who didn't know that? When you back Moise. Moses did not know that. Because if Moses knew, listen, this is how God gets him. I see the tree lighting up, but li pa boule, qui m avancer. Bon Dieu dit comme ça, en vont avancer puis plus, qui ça pour faire? Take your shoes off, because where you are is holy ground. Koto a pile a son place qui saint. C'est elle a parole a commencé, oui? Parole d'amour. It's just like, God was courting him. Do you like understand that? Les bon Dieu gon appel avant. C'est quand on n'est qu'à filer en femme. C'est et ça fait les bon Dieu bonne vision ou senti vision belle, right? C'est quand vous les nèg pas bon petit français. Oh, he loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not. But so te connaît toute calotte qui t'a pral venir after he loves me not yo. Est-ce que t'as jamais dit oui à nèg là? If you think Moses, if God told Moses, listen, I'm going to have you do this, peuple là a fait babou vin blanc net. You be stressed out. Every time you come up to talk to me, when you go back, they're going to be right back of serving Baal. Qui pral faire, presque quand vous heart attack ou pral faire. Oh, and guess what? Peuple là gen pour entrer, but ou même, non, ma bonne chance pour elle. Honestly, I don't want to see it. Why are you showing me something that I can't? How? That's like you being in love with a woman that you can't have and you got to see her every day. See, I didn't want to go that far, but Sejuan is what, yeah. It's like being in love with somebody that you can't have, but God lets you see that person every day with another man. Come on, I'm shield. I went through that back in the day. That didn't hurt. That hurt. That hurts. So you mean to tell me I can't back out to Canada, but what femme? Comment la Sicine? It's like bon Dieu qui t'a senti manger, but ou pas manger. No, I don't want to be tasting the scent. I want to listen. It's not the same thing. And raison que au bas de bouche c'est parce qu'on connaît. As soon as the pastor finished preaching, I'm gonna go right downstairs, and I know the food is there. But God is not telling him he can go. Look, Moses, look how beautiful it is. There's honey, there's milk, there's this. It's a lesson. It's not, c'est pas un parabole, no? It's not a parable. It's a lesson. It's a lesson that you have to live your, again, I don't want nobody to think that it's easy. It's not easy. But let me tell you something. Do whatever you got to do. Like me personally, in my space, especially at work, I have like little sticky pads que m'écrit note. Okay? M'écrit note. And that's another thing that she hates too. That's another thing, like everything that I do, she hates. But I have to write notes. Like, you can do it today. You got this. Don't let nobody stress you. You can do all things. You can, All of that. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah, she is going to take this the wrong way. But guess what? Whether people take it the right way or the wrong way, that's their business. You have to do what helps you to keep your sanity. Because sometimes I do forget, and then, bon Dieu quitte, j'aime al tomber sur un verset m'te écrit. Then, guess what? That gets me, you know what? It's only for a moment. It's only for a moment. You have to. You need to have a usa, like. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Listen, listen, everything in this country now is harassment. Everything in this country is this. Listen. Yeah. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And mind you, even though they said, they shouldn't be harassed because that them doing that is a form of harassment to you. You know what I'm saying? But again, like you have to do what you need to do to keep, because you don't want to miss out your blessing. I'm telling you. Yes, the people played a big part. Parce que moun yo pas tande, moun yo tête yo du. Tête yo du, c'est vrai. But what do I always tell you guys? You're going to kill yourself for somebody qui a prétend coup fait heart attack and you're enterré. Before your headstone puts in there, she's already engaged to somebody else. So she's like 30 something, 40 something. Vous pensez qu'elle va arrêter pour contre lui? You killing yourself, right? You waking up early in the morning, you working hard, you do everything that you're supposed to do as a man. And then you come home and all you do is argue and fight. You have to learn the trick of the enemy. The enemy don't like you, so he's going to try to kill you. So let bon Dieu do un bagay. Sometimes, cherche un bagay ou mettre dans les oreilles pour pas attendre bruit. Because I'm telling you, the worst thing is to sit there watching and get expression que bon Dieu même quitte Moïse garder moun yo k'ap entrer. Can you imagine? I'm not there because of them. They got me upset. I didn't make it. But qui moun k'ap entrer? Moun qui te fait bouche ou langue. Qui moun qui pral manger miel, boire bon petit lait yo. Bon petit oxtail yo. Qui moun qui pral manger yo? Not you. Why? Parce que and this is the thing about God. Frère c'est ça qu'il font bagay, rien pas arrivé. He can go do something and nothing happens to him. I go do the same thing. All hell breaks loose. Et ça faut pas douer couper sur monde. You know it in your heart what God told you to do and what God told you not to do. Même si vous frère a fait bagay li prend promotion dans bagay là, quittez l'en repos. Because ou même gon bagay le wap kon George. Sou essayer wap kon George. You need to understand that. Wap kon bon George, et pas ti George là non. Wap kon bon George là. So that's why we have to be careful. You know? Is it fair? I can't say yes and I can't say no. You know why? Because plan bon Dieu gen pour la vie is not the same plan for you. Even though we're together right here, we're part of a master plan. But individuellement, nous tout là, nous avons un plan spécial. Vous comprenez ça, m'dou là? So together, we're part of a master plan. Meaning God has already ordained Sister Sandra to be here. Why? Because personally, God has a personal plan for her, which goes towards the master plan he has for the church as a whole. Ça veut dire, tout le monde l'a fait plati plan céleste là. Mais individuellement, tout le monde a un plan spécial que bon Dieu a accordé avec ou même personnellement. Et ça fait m'pas ka faire travail que Jack l'a fait. M'pas ka faire travail évangéliste l'a fait. Why? Because m'gon travail pas pour me faire. But let nous tout a fait travail nous ensemble qu'on y a tout plan yo connecté ensemble. See, at the end of the day, everybody here in the church, we here to help each other, and we here to help the people that are lost. But j'aime parler, c'est pas même Jean Sandra parler. Some people, your ministry is just to prendre bouteille de l'eau and tell somebody, hey, God bless you. Sans prêche lié. If that's what God puts in your heart to do, get them moun ministère c'est faire manger. Get him in my hospital, man. There's a great brother, man. His name is Nick. Let me tell you something. God is doing great things with Nick too. At Channel 7 came and did a story on him, and other channels, Channel 4 did a story on him. And you know all he does? When you walk into our building, he's one of the first people you see at the concierge desk. And you know what he does? Every time I'm walking by, baby, how you doing? He's hugging. He's hugging. And sometimes he's even holding hands, and he's telling them, listen, everything's going to be all right. You just stay motivated. We here with... And that's his personality 24/7. Like, you know how some people, ou connaît quelqu'un qui a fait quelque travail, ou connaît moun nan a fait travail à passer pour l'argent. Like, you know, like, you don't belong in this job. You're just doing it for the money. But some people, the people that's not just here for the money, let me not say, because I have to say it's not just part, because guess what? We all got to earn something to pay our bills. But moun qui travaille là, c'est les personnel pour lui, gon Jean lié. Like this brother Nick, I'm telling you, everybody, he's the most popular. Forget about the surgeon. He's the most popular guy in our house, and we have over 10,000 employees. If you say Nick, everybody knows Nick in all the buildings we have, even at main campus. Why? Is he a surgeon? No. Is he curing cancer? No. But if you walk in the building feeling down, there's no way he's letting you leave without putting a smile on your face. And that's a ministry. See, this is somebody, ça son monde qui reconnaît don que bon Dieu balia, and li utilise and li accepte. Meaning, Nick is not trying to be me, and I'm not trying to be him. The problem that we have in the church is because God is calling us, but but the thing is, when God gives you a call, he gives you the capacity to answer that call. Meaning, bon Dieu bon capacité pour gérer. Gen quelque bagay ou prier bon Dieu pas baoul. Et pas vle pour pas baoul, but ou pas gen capacité pour ça demander. Combien de ti moun qui perdit la vie dans un car accident? Qui mourir avant l'air? Gen ti moun yo poko gen maturité et pas c'est qu'on qu'on gen 18 ans qu'a fait ça. Gen ti moun yo gen 18 ans par l'âge. But qui l'âge dans maturité yo? Like your maturity has to be caught up to your age. You know how they say, yo, can you act your age and not your shoe size? Ou pas jamais on dit ça? Act your age. Like ou get 40 ans sous tête ou toujours fait tête ça yo? You're 40 years old and you acting like a teenager. You got 6 wives, you got 10 kids by 9 people, like qui l'ont appelé? You're 40 years old and you live in your mama's basement. Like, c'est quand like t'étais maman toujours dans bouchou. And you 40, she's 80. Messieurs, the calling of God is not easy. Appel bon Dieu, n'est pas facile. But the calling of God will always stretch you. Because guess what? Moïse était dans parce que songez, combien de fois Moïse était dans le désert? Combien de fois? Il quitte la Kylie, il courir dans le désert. Il met Jetro, gets married, taking care of the thing dans le désert. Then God sent him back to Egypt pour aller prendre peuple Israël to take the people out of Egypt. And then where is he going to? He's en route to the promised land. But before we get to the promised land, we got to make some stops. I don't know about you. I like direct flights. I do not like connection. I like direct flights. But can I tell you something? God, 99% of the time, he will have a connecting flight part of your life. And sometimes God will make sure you sit next to somebody that can't stand you and that you can't stand. That's a good question. To form you. Because God will never leave you the same way he found you. You see who you are when God first meets you? That's not who you're going to stay. It's impossible. Because loving connaît bon Dieu ou pas arrêter même chose. It's impossible. It's impossible. See, the man was blind. And li chita son mat la ki sa li pat wè sa. And I find it amazing when God heals him, but God says, pick up your mat and go. Li think I just did leve ale. But God, you see that mess that you've been sitting on? Yeah, you got to get that out of there too. See, I allow this mess to happen parce ou pat wè. But when you a jo ouvri ou wè. Meaning, when God saves your life, you cannot go back and be okay with all this mess around you. Like, God is, you couldn't see, but now you could see. Go find a broom and clean up. Like, God is not raising a lazy generation. God is raising a working generation. Et ça fait dire comme ça, aller par tout le monde, prêcher la bonne nouvelle. That's the ministry of everybody. Not one. Everybody. This is the mandate. So I don't know, I don't know what God wants me to do. Before you know specifically, personally, what God wants you to do, God gave one message to everybody. Ale. And every time he did something, he goes, go and show yourself. Parce que guess what? Gen moun ki te reconnaître ou non état, yo dwe wè ou. Lo pa nan état sa encore. Pou yo connaît ki moun bon Dieu ye. And when he met the woman, and I'm not going to say when he met the woman at the well, when the woman at the well met him, because the thing about it is, God knows exactly where we're going to be. And God's already there, waiting on you. God's already there. But guess what? She was a harlot. She had many partners. See, her job was, she loved to go see men. She loves to go see men because nobody belonged to her. Like, li reme prêter or share. But after she meets God, she also ran, and she became one of the first female evangelists. Why do I say event? Qui sa evangelisation ye? L'homme moun gon nouvelle ou al pote nouvelle la, right? And what does she run and say? Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not next month. Immediately after God gave her that living water, immediately she ran. She goes, come see a man. An al gade on nèg. On nèg ki di toute la vie. Mind you, think about it this way. She is used to going to see men. Now she's bringing the man to see the man. She used to go see the little boys that don't got their life together. But she met somebody who got it all. So she went to get those same guys that don't have their life together. Say, hey, you need to meet this man. Because this man got it going on. See, after you meet God, God doesn't leave you empty. Because, see, every night she had to go see Paul. She went to see John. Like where Frédéric. Like where tout next hour because chaque cool sorti empty. You know, we go into these guilty pleasures that last an hour, 45 minutes, 2 hours. But then afterwards, ou senti même genre. But when she meets Jesus, she felt something that she's never felt before in her life. So that's why, li kite Jésus, li couri, il a dit, an al wè on nèg, let's go see a man, come see a man, come see a man. Meaning, s'il dit tout baga de la vie, li ka di c'est Joannise, li ka di c'est Sandra, li ka di Deacon, c'est Marie-Ange, c'est Geneviève, c'est Fékier. Come see a man. So before anything else, God get on dit nous comme ça, allez. Ali, it wasn't just Sergio, I need you to go. Deacon, I need you. No, Ali. He was talking to everybody. Ali. Depuis on moun kon bon Dieu, premier bagay ou doit faire, ou doit aller. Moi t'es fin perdu, mais Jésus t'a sauvé. C'est un merveilleux sauveur pour moi. A savior is somebody who saves. Tell me this. Everybody sitting here tonight, do you know one person that needs Jesus as their savior? Do you know one? Do you know one? Raise your hand up. I want to see if you know at least one person who connaît at least un grand monde qui besoin de Jésus comme sauveur personnel, besoin de savior. Meaning, Jean la vie yo besoin pour si you rencontre Jésus, bon Dieu ka aider yo détourner. How many of you know one? Come on, lift up your hand. So I know one, two. Ou kon yon? Alright, so nous tout l'autre nous pas kon moun. But I'm talking about right now, right? Kunya. Like when I said the word right now, how many of you know somebody that needs God's help right now? You see that person that's in your mind right now that que vous pensez avec là? Let me ask you a question. When's the last time you offered Christ to that person? It's okay. It's okay. Our job is to go. But there's something that's special about going. See, when we go, we see the glory of God. See, tout le monde que bon Dieu choisit is because he's about to set you off. He's going to tell you to go. Abraham, levez. Why? Allez. Where am I going? To a place that I'm going to show you. But guess what? You have to move from where you are right now to another place. Lord, help us. We're in slavery. We're in bondage. They was playing for over 400 years. And what did God do? God al pon neg, kou del tap hide la nan desert, and tell him to do what? Go. Why am I going there? Because I've heard. Nta de priye petit mwen yo Israel. What does that have to do with me? Again, so you think that God in his good mind is going to tell Moses, I'm sending you to go to help those people, but those people are going to piss you off and you're not going to go into the promised land because of these people. So they konen moun ou ta pede, a se dem ki pral tou yo. Ou ta pede? At least you're honest. But guys, we said that nothing happens by Azar, right? John the Baptist, we was talking about him last week. He got it to a point where, right, la baptisé, vini, come, be baptized. But remember, there's somebody coming behind me, gon moun ka vini de hem, li gen pou baptiser nou par le feu de Saint-Esprit. So come, he's working every day in Judean. He's working, he's baptizing, la fait ici pour Jésus. And now, his part of his life, part of the plan, was that he had to go to jail. And Lipon said, yes, some people, especially activists, they love getting arrested for the cause. I believe in it. But do you believe in the cause when the cause might cost you your life? Like, si cause, ba wa batay pou li a, sou te konen, se sa ki pral fè yo tou yo anjou. Would you still be down for the cause? Because John the Baptist, guess what? At the last hour, he sent word to Jesus. Hey, I just want to know, are you really him? Because, gonti fam la giving money pour tête moi, oui? There's a young lady here asking for my head. I hear it because, I'm in prison, there's talk. I was out there making disciples for you. Are you okay being John the Baptist? Everybody want to be Jesus, right? It's like being in a superhero movie, right? Jesus the superhero. You want to have all the power, walk on water, go into the heavens. You want to do all of that. But are you okay being John the Baptist? Because John the Baptist got his head cut off for Christ. Some people, they want to preach because they see T.D. Jakes and they see Joel Osteen. They see all these big and, popular preachers, everything. And like oh, wow, this looks nice. This looks like okay. But are you okay being a pastor of a small church that only 2, 4, 6, 10 people show up to a Bible study? Are you okay with that? Like, what's your assignment? Connais que gen trois qualités d'assignment. Gon assignment qui est local, gon assignment qui est national, et gon l'autre qui est international. Est-ce qu'on connaît qui assignment que bon Dieu ba ou? Unfortunately, we got everybody trying to be international, but their assignment is local. Comment faire ou bon moun dans la rue, but en dans caillou ou c'est fatra? Basically, this is what I was saying. How can you be the man outside, but you garbage inside your house? Like, God is a God of order. We're out of order. Like, we want the nice things. Meaning, charité commence la caillou. You know some people, man, they're dans la rue, man, moun sa yo, c'est pas moun qui, yo comporte yo très bien, mais c'est quand ou senti, man, I like to be around that person. I want to be around that person, man. Parce que when you're looking at them in church, j'en chantais moyen, j'en parlais. Some people only hold the door for you in public. When you get home, we put open your own door. Some people are only clean outside. They dirty inside. Get them when say show ya baby. They're entertainers. They like to publicly entertain. Some people would only pass a mail on tête in public. But when you home, you don't get to hear no t-shirt, no. You know, because some people like to show that, you know, they got it together. Get des nèg men, l'op gade gens habillés dans public, vous pensez nèg a gen koboui? This is why you got to be careful. You can't be choosing people by the way they look. He looks expensive in public, but he's extra poor at home. He lives with his mom. He lives on the couch. He has no bills in his name. His mother pays his phone bill. Look at the call ID when he calls you. Why is it not in his name? Oh, my credit. You know what I'm saying? No. Some people, especially young ladies, pay attention. I know he got the Jordans on. I know he's driving a nice car. That's his mother's car. And some people are so bad, y'all prêter machine. They're renting these cars. Now, when you don't see the car, it's at the shop. It's not at the shop. Somebody else is renting it this week. You got to be careful. It's not fait, bon Dieu, sont des cœurs, but l'homme nous toujours regarder sur apparence. You got to be careful. Because some of us are making wrong decisions because the person looks good. You see pictures of long hair and you don't even know it might be weave. Pull hard enough. You got to be careful. You out here choosing with your eyes. You need to be, honestly, I'm telling you. If I love weave, I would have married a woman with a weave. I have nothing against weave, but tout moun get le choix. No. That's why, that was one of my criteria when I was telling God I wanted a woman with nice hair, long hair. And he gave me that. Listen, if you want to pray for weave, there's nothing wrong with that. Take your weaves. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. But listen, everybody likes what they like. And there's nothing wrong with weaves. It's just not my personal choice. Gede moun ki pa eme garçon noue kankoum. That's fine. I'm cute for somebody. I gotta be cute for you. And the thing about it is, some of you don't like yourself. That's my problem with it. Some people don't like themselves. Yes. Would you do it? Would you do it? Est-ce que tu es d'accord? I'm asking you a question. Would you? Okay, let me ask you a question. Combien moun la, if God showed you if your life was going to end like Moses, would you say yes to God? Raise your hand. In all honesty. Look at Yo, the way Sister Sandra is killing with her eyes right now. Yo, it's like, I'm telling you that right now. I'm not. No. Mm-mm. No. 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 Pastor Paul, okay. What chapter are you in? Acts chapter. We're on Acts chapter 20. The brother has Acts chapter 21. I'm sorry. Verse. Hold on. Let me get to where you are. Acts 21. Okay. Paul is one about Jerusalem. Okay. Acts 21 verses what? Verse 10? Okay. Okay, from 10 to 14. And as we tarried there many days, there came down from Judea a certain prophet named Agabus. And when he was come unto us, he took Paul's girdle and bound his own hands and feet and said, Thus says the Holy Ghost, so shall the Jews of Jerusalem blind the man that owneth this girdle, and shall deliver him into the hands of the Gentiles. And when he heard these things, both we and they of the place besought him not to go up to Jerusalem. Then Paul answered him, What mean he to weep and to break mine heart? For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of the Lord Jesus. That is true. Can I tell you something? That Paul, can I tell you something? Paul, right there, is showing us what it means to be God kept. Gen de bagay ke on moun di a bouche yo, c'est pas Paul the man, but it's the Spirit of God. Remember, if I'm living, it's not I that live, but it's Christ that lives in me. See, there's a Jesus in you that will come out at certain points of your life. Understand that Peter, before the Holy Ghost, cannot sit here and just said, yes, I was with Jesus. He was afraid. He was with Jesus. He knew Jesus, and he loved Jesus. But he didn't have the spiritual maturity and the strength at the last hour to stand. No. But guess what? After Jesus dies, resurrected, and brings behind the Holy Spirit, was there anybody stronger than Peter? And Pierre tellement gombaga ki vin sou li. How did Peter die? He was also crucified, crucifixion. But he didn't want to be crucified like Jesus did. So what he did is he told them, crucifiez tête en bas, upside down. So Christ was crucified like this, and Peter was upside down on a cross. But he also was crucified. Yes. Listen, let me tell you this. We can see through Paul the work of the Holy Spirit. Not omniscience, Dieu. Yeah. Listen, can I tell you something? I believe it will come to pass that tout moun que bon Dieu gon plan pour la vie, plan que bon Dieu gen pour la vie là, there's nobody that can stop it, not even you. See, when God had the plan for Israel, he already had the plan of Moses not entering. It's not that, oh my God, because Moses didn't listen, now you ruin God's plan. Nobody can ruin God's plan, including me. That's why if God had, si bon Dieu gon plan pour le choisir, même si on va faire égaré kounya, on va faire tête dit, we love Paul, right? But how many of you love Saul? Qui moun ki t'a gardé Saul, qui te connaît te gon Paul en dans Saul? This is why you got to be careful not to judge people. Of course, you remember when God, and that's the thing, right? When God changed you, God's not going to change you to hide you. God is changing you to send you. Bon Dieu, c'est pas quand on travaille, non? Moun yo tellement ouais ou bon, Tant pour yo ball. Tant pour yo ball. What's the word I'm looking for? Promotion. Get a moon. Say yo man qui train moun qui vin boss yo oui. I had a young man at my job back in the day. His name was Tom. Man, he had, his bachelor's, he had his master's, and I got a chance to work with him, I think, for 4 years. And pour 4 ans, yo, tout le monde qui était venu superviser, c'est lui-même qui était train yo. And he put in for that job. Your doctor loves you, you're really good. Don't let nobody fool you with that. You're probably about promotion because so I'm really good at being on this level. So I'm so good at this level that you don't see me at another level. Like I'm so good, like you feel like there's nobody, right? Nobody. Pas gen moun ki ka fè ça m'a fait on the level side, right? So it's like sometimes the enemy will use people to discourage you like that. Don't take that as a compliment. It's not a compliment. Ça veut dire yo won bagay nan ou et y a essayer pour parce que guess what, gen des moun qui va aller boire position, c'est parce que yo getan ouais, sou getan prend position, va vinn prend position par eux tout. Some people will try to keep you down because they're afraid of your growth. They see it. They see it. So guess what? Every time he put in for it, yo pa bali. Son nou allié, yo pa bali, yo pa bali, yo pa bali. D'ailleurs, notre travail, c'est dans l'office deuxième floor, c'est celle on grain noir qui en bas, et lui-même qui a regardé Tintin, et lui-même qui bosse moi. God bless her. The crazy thing is she lives right here in Yonkers too, right by, right on Warburton. God bless her. Anyways, où qu'on ça mon Dieu fait? Bon Dieu bénit ti nèg là. Il pas fâché, il continue faire job là. But he started looking. Sometimes you have to look outside of your comfort zone. Sometimes you get into a job and ou get on damu job là. And you see the thing that and that's the thing. Some people make you feel like, oh, this is the best job. To me, a job is a job. As long as you got to answer to somebody, I can't really put a best in front of it. Because I'm sorting Israel na désert, na Égypte. Yeah, Égypte est belle, c'est vrai. But c'est moi-même qui fais Égypte belle. Parce que toute bagarre qui est bâtie en Égypte, qui est bâti yo? Israel. Think about it. You out here making everything look beautiful. But then you go home every night, nan pepe. But qui bâti bel palais, bel hotel, bel desk, who built them? It was you. See, when a person don't know their value, you'll make everybody else great, and you'll live a mediocre life. Et ça m'a d'accord, but moi-même personnellement. But sous family, I have no problem with that because I might need you to help build something next week. Hey, you like helping them? Help me too. But il y a des gens qui plus aimer aider étrangers, ils pas jamais aider pareil. Because for some reason, unfortunately, black folks, we have the spirit of competition. We don't have the spirit of support. We have a crab mentality. Où j'aime crab non bokit? Là, yon presque rivé en l'air pour le sortir. Ou kon qui ça l'autre crab yo fait? Yo pas pousser non? Yo râler le tourner. Unfortunately, can I tell you something? We talk about racism in this country. We talk about police brutality in this country. We talk about everything else, but we never talk about us. We are our biggest enemy. I don't believe that nobody can do worse things to us than we do to ourselves. Because there's no nation in this country that has more of buying power than we do. And what do? We help build everybody else. Look at the neighborhoods that we live in. We don't do nothing to help us. But Grambone, I gotta go help Mr. Bernstein with this morning. Mr. Bernstein he owns the bank, and maybe if I do a good job, Mr. Bernstein will give me a 10 cents raise this year. Yeah, yes, I'm praying on it. Yeah, Master been good to me. He's been really good to me. That's the mentality we got, and unfortunately, I pass it down to my kids, and my kids pass it down to their kids. Vous comprenez combien slaves qui fait ti moun dans slavery? They wasn't born free, they born slaves. And the thing about it is, we're so selfish. We look, well, m'pa gen problem sou ça. Yeah, but est-ce que génération pas gon problem avec? The thing about it, us, as long as you don't bring it to me, I don't have a problem with it. And this is why we do not like to answer God's call. Et pour ça nous pas aimer prendre appel bon Dieu, because when God calls us, He don't call us for us. Bon Dieu pas jamais relé un monde pour te parler. God calls you because there is gon moun k'ap souffri. Kede moun bon Dieu bon vision li montre au c'est intel li dit al font ti maquette. Say yeah, al font ti maquette pour intel, kade frigide moi même k'ap reton maquette là ou di mal. I'm waiting for la man. Koun yo besoin c'est moi même qui va mener la man on l'autre côté. I want everybody to do good. Just don't do better than me. That's the plan. But est-ce qu'on d'accord? As a whole, when we look at our people, think about it, guys. We have such a beautiful history, man. Like the United States does not have Louisiana without our people. Does not have Louisiana. Un pile haïtien, c'est eux même qui campent. That, you know what? That is true. But the thing is, why are we waking up every morning telling ourselves no? On est à tête. Chaque matin, ou lever, ou bay tête ou on excuse pour qu'il soit ou pas fait quelque bagarre dans la vie. Honestly, whether you admit it or not, I'm gonna admit it for you. Chaque matin. And that you don't understand how that bothers me. You know what that bothers me? Because I realize that God blessed me with 3 kids that's looking at me. Let me give you something, and I'm hoping that you get it online and you here, you get it too. Let's say you pas de machine, right? While na Toyota, watch ton machine Toyota. Do you realize as soon as you chita na machine na, ou conduit machine na, ou pas commencer ouais même machine ou fait acheter? Okay, I guess that only happens to me, right? I'm going somewhere with this, so I just need you to participate with me. You realize ou pas konwe machine na, but loving your machine na, kunya well. Okay, is it that the car was not there until you got it, or is it became in your conscience once you got it? Like, gen de bénédiction que ou poko we ki bo kote ou, parce que poko en dans sous bénédiction. Kou nan sous bénédiction, li ouvri jeu à l'autre bas. Meaning, think about this. Tout autant ou nan même zamita ou nan même amitié avec moun sa yo, bagay ou toujours après chaque jour, c'est li même toujours. If you're hanging out with college dropout, drug dealers, your life is only going to revolve about what they see because that's what you're a part of. Kou commence à hang out with people that's on a different level, gen resto on pral aller ou pas kon aller. Gen resto, gen on place où tu toujours passé devant ou pas jamais connaît qui ça te andal. Like me personally in my life, like the following Tuesday, I grew up right here in Locust Hill. And every time I went to the city hall, I was always going there for the parking, tickets. But you think I knew what the mayor's office looked like? No. Like, I didn't know the other parts. That's a big building. But in the big building, a lot of us only knew the second floor. This room. Why? Parce que moun ki prend ticket yo, c'est ça qu'on est, right? You go through there, they check you, make sure you got no weapon, you pay your ticket, the judge not guilty, and guess what? You go back to the parking lot. You don't go past that room because it's pas ça qu'on est. The thing is, God will ordain certain seasons. I go to the same building, but a different section. And the section that I'm in, tout moun avec suit yo, tout moun get official, no official. They got this. When God starts to elevate you and He puts you around different people, you start seeing different things. Funny thing is, it's funny. Because sometimes let me live ta. Sometimes I have to force to like drive to work, right? So I make it. And when I used to drive, and women, I love cars. I love cars. Three things that I really love. Music, number one. Um, I love nice houses. HGTV is my favorite channel. I love to watch HGTV. Flip this house, do this house. International. I love women. That's why I love Europe, because I love the architect. I love that. And then they bring me to high school. You'll see it in my book when it's released. That's what I wanted to do, all the CAD drafting. And I actually went to school, LTI, to do CAD drafting. So I know I like design blueprints and stuff like that, right? So just giving you a little story about me. So I don't just look good, I know some stuff too, all right? So let me tell you. So what happened is, every time I would go into New York City and the east side, back in the lobby. That's why I don't drive to work, because I'm not paying $25 every single day pour parquer machine with mes amis. That's crazy, highway robbery. But chaque ou m'entre pour mal parquer, ou buy machine ou buy clé, and they always have a section that you see all the nice cars. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you pas mettre on Bentley next to no, they have their own sections. They have the Bentleys, the Benzes, the nice Porsche, the Lamborghini, because there's some people in the city that got Lamborghini. Like, go section pour tout bagay. If you bring a Toyota Camry, you're going to section pour mettre machine on. They're not going to put your Camry right next to a Bentley, because you're not in class. You comprend? And then, get des qualités moun. Kon qualité moun qui sorti dans Camry, il pas même qualité à moun qui a conduit Bentley. I mean, like it or not, it's the truth. It's just what it is. So when I go to the garage and I always give, I give my little Hyundai. I give my little Hyundai, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to accept that part, but it's the truth. No, not to say they're better than you. Listen, not to say that they're better than you, but you gotta understand human nature. Think about it. Human nature. People, même si pas contre moun they même volé. They could have been a thief. They could have been an assassin. We judge people by the way they look, and we judge people by what we see they're coming out of. No, we do. We judge people like that. Meaning, listen, all of a sudden you see somebody coming out of a Lamborghini, you automatically think, oh man, next I get l'argent. And mind you, that might be a rental, and you don't know. But let's be honest. On est net à tête nous. L'on est un monde où getan Jean ouais nèg la habillé, li senti bon, smells good, you automatically tête to get un deal quelque part même si on pas reconnaître. That's how it is. But me, again, I love what cars, right? So then when I go and I get my little Hyundai and all of that. I told him, okay, I'll be back at 3:30. Yo bon ticket, moi yo prend machine nan, yo fait ça avec. It goes down. No, if I'm in there, no. Next level. Next level. Yeah, next level. Because the thing about it is, when you think about it, when you go to a car dealership, it's pas toujours belle machine you met in a floor room, no? And how many people can actually afford the cars that you see in the showroom? You know where your car is? We're going to get in this car, and we're going to drive to the parking lot, and your car's in another section. But get a moun qui vient avec briefcase, yo. Listen, get a moun là, qui drive pour themselves, y'a les dans zone qui gagne briefcase. Pour qui ça yo fait ça? OK. Yo gon raison. Yo pas un nèg qui buy bêtise. Non, y'a un nèg qui briefcase. Parce que nèg qui briefcase, humanly speaking, nous connaît, they got their stuff together. Yo on l'autre gens. Yo parle différent. Yo agit différent. Yet whether you like it or not, that's just what it is. Yo but Hyundai, they bring it Hyundai. They bring it to another level. You understand? They bring it to another level. So every time that I used to drive to work, boom. And then the funny thing is, when I'm coming back to pick up the car, I gotta wait a little bit. Hey, Jose, yeah, bring me number 1, 2, because they gotta pick up the phone and tell her because he's on another level. He's on the level that my Hyundai is at. I gotta wait a little bit for him to either come off the elevator or come off the ramp. Thank you, bye. But every time I would sit there, I would always look at the really nice cars, the Bentleys. I'm like, man, I wonder whose car that is. Whose car that is? So, yeah, I want to see who's gonna take it. But I'll tell you this, man. Ever since God blessed me with my car, so I'm like, okay, this week I'm gonna drive to work. Miss, yeah. Let them drive to work. I give my key, first and foremost, they treat you, it's different. Everything is different. Listen, everything is, first and foremost, look. They used to tell me, pull up. Lemvini, right? Look, pull up. Look. I used to see the nice cars on this side. When they see me coming in a Hyundai, pull up. And the thing about it is, there should be a line of us. Hyundai, Toyota, okay, line up, guys, line up. Leave the key in the ignition. Sir, what time you coming? Boom, you make one T-cat number Ali. Next person. These guys are like one by one. And you're sir, this, and that. I'm like, how come I don't get this, sir? So, listen. So now, this week, actually yesterday, I drove to work. Actually, the last 2 days, I drove to work. And I come out and, I'm like, okay, this c'est différent. I'm like, it's the same me. It's the same me. I didn't change. It's the same me. Meaning, the same person that drove the Hyundai now drives a Mercedes. I know what they're going to do because I did it for over a year. Because guess what? Avant you gade figim, you gade qui sak menem la. No, we have to be smart. Listen, I'm going somewhere with you. And before I even get to the parking lot, ever since I got the car, every time I'm on the highway, not to say that there's no other cars around me, but it's easier for me to spot another Benz, another Ferrari, or another this, because it's like you start to attract what you have, who you are. You understand what I mean? So sometimes if you're attracting people that keep our company soigné, stop blaming the people. Start looking at yourself. Why am I attracting that type of person? It's the same thing. Like when I first got my Camry, my very first car, all of a sudden, I park my Camry, I walk one block, oh, I see a Camry. Oh, I see it. Because what you are, you start to attract what you are. So if your life is a mess, you're going to attract messy people. But sous commencer changer langue, j'en parle, you're going to see, God's going to allow intellectual people to come around you. Sou pas camper sou rien, ou toujours attirer moun qui pas camper sou rien. Est-ce que vous comprenez ça, Mabdoula? Like it's like there's a magnet in a sanouye. That's what you're pulling. Not to say that there was no other cars on the road, no other cars or whatever, but it's a different ball game. Now, when I come back, guess what? I don't have to wait because as soon as I come down the stairs, I see my car. My car got a special place now. And I went for 2 days and he had in a même place là. You know, right next to him, right next to my car, it was a Ferrari. It was another Benz. It was like, you made it in a class, yo. But I want you guys, and I'm not saying this to be funny, I want you to think about the type of life that you want. Ou pas qu'à dire ou besoin la vie ça, but ou toujours faire même petit tintin ça yo. If you want more out of life, you're going to have to do something different. We want to be out of this building. We want to have our own building. But est-ce que nous ka bay même au fond nous décon bay en 1999 yo? Can we still serve God in the same dimension? Like you want to grow spiritually, but you only come to church on Sunday morning at 12:30. You always miss worship. You don't have time to come to prayer service. You don't have no time to come to Bible study. Ou pas même gen lè pou même ouvrir livre là. And if you do come to church with a Bible, the moment you leave, it stays in the trunk of your car. You don't even put it on the seat because Bible moun krasé vite machine nou parce que on livre, you pas même connaissez Bible, eh? But so you put it in the trunk. You know how many people, you come to church, oh, you see they doing this? Because you get poussière là dedans. Pourquoi ça get poussière? Because you never opened it the whole week. So, but you're doing the same thing. So, ou chante, Lord, I want to see you in a new dimension. Monter plus haut. But comment faire monter plus haut, pas même qu'à faire un petit exercice? You want more muscles in God, but you won't go to the gym. The spiritual gym I'm talking about. Everybody, you want to lose weight. Chaque 31 décembre, 1er janvier, That's when they run all the sales at the gym because you're connected. Tout le monde, hey, you get a membership. You get a membership. You get a membership. Allez dans masse qu'on y a. Regardez combien de monde qui a commencé janvier qui toujours a venir. So you make decisions out of your feelings. You make decisions, out of crazy things. But est-ce qu'on campe sous ça dia? Tout le monde doit camper sous ça dia. And this is why it's not easy to answer God's calling, but you have to that's one thing I realize. Tout le monde là ou gon projet sous tête ou, and you may not like how the project ends. Gade moun bon Dieu te just mette dans la vie pour aider dans premier stage là. David te gen dans cœur, il te besoin bâtir temple pour l'Éternel. Et bon Dieu ouais que David gon désir pour le bâtir temple là. But qui ça bon Dieu te dit? What did God tell David? Like I see you have a burden desire. You want to build the temple. You want to build my temple. He didn't want him to build it. He wanted the son to build it. Like, man, pour tout bagage ça m'a dit là, Seigneur, ou pas ta quitter entrer dans le temple, jouir temple. You don't get to choose. If God only has your assignment ending at the second floor, He already ordained somebody to go from the second floor to the third floor. And this is in our lives too. Like, pas crier pour moun ouè qui viennent la voie pour y aller. It was their assignment. Nous toujours comme ça. Et pas tout le monde qui commence à avoir qui finit avant. Il y a des gens bon Dieu voyer dans la vie ou li voyer dans la vie pour un moment. Because gon bagay, gon travail yo vinn faire dans la vie ou. Après yo fin faire travail là, they have to go. That's Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Bon Dieu, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pour le détourner. Qui pas strong. That's true. That's true. Listen, songez bon Dieu qui dit comme ça, listen, what did God said? Let them grow together. It's not, my job is not to kick anybody out. My job is not to do it. Listen, quitter eux grandir ensemble because moun qui va le faire, moun qui va le travailler, c'est bon Dieu lié. No, you can't. Yeah. No, you can't. You cannot. Listen, Jesus died for everybody, and his blood has the power to cleanse everybody. Again, I'm going to repeat it again. How many people who knew Saul ever saw Paul in Saul? Listen, I might be giving you a headache right now. That's right now. Ou pas connaît les bon Dieu vinn bon mon spirituel iguaz. Qui moun m'a pied des mains. Ouais moun ou ouais cap là ouais là c'est quand ou ta ballon bon sabot. It's not your job to do that. Unfortunately, I say unfortunately because humanly speaking, get the bad guy, nous tourner Jonas. Because Jonas, he didn't have no plan to go preach at Nineveh. Vous comprenez pour qui ça pas aller prêcher à Nineveh? Des rails, peuple Nineveh sont peuple qui pas bon du tout, qui a fait en pile méchanceté. They were bad people. So, see, let me tell you something. God is not good enough. God is not just good enough for you. If God is good for you, that means God is good for everybody. Même bon Dieu qui pardonne les péchés pour eux, you have to be okay with him pardoning les péchés Fred de Mustang. I don't care what you feel about Fred de Mustang, but he deserved God just like you deserve God. Si bon Dieu ka bon grâce, ou pas ka di bon Dieu, hey. And a lot of us, that's how we turn. We have the Jonas, I call it the Jonas spirit. But if you live long enough, you realize que plan bon Dieu gagne, li pas besoin de permission. The person that you've seen that's doing the most in the church as far as negativity, quitte-le. It's not my job to kick the person out. It's not my job because guess what? That person needs to hear the word too. Et nous pas jamais connaît qui prêche, qui message, qui mot que moun nan gen pour le tande qu'a changer la ville complètement. That's why see with us, we're always ready to write people off. And I'm talking from experience. Me, that's why I didn't never want to be a pastor. Definitely not working with Haitian folks. Because I'm not even talking about this church, but personally, m'te wè papam passé dans l'église Warburton. Listen, I know li passé là, but can I tell you something? I had an anger issue because of what I first saw down there. That's where I lost toute tolérance. It was things that was happening there. Là on non kai. Maman a crié, papa a ba, y a crié, y a prié bon Dieu because non nous pas ka dormir parce que gros prière fait dans kai là this and that. Seigneur, c'est eux même qui mettez nous là this and that. And ouais tout monde, toute famille yo, y a fait n'importe ça yo frère. And then you got to live the simple life as a young man who knows of God but don't realize who God is yet personally in his life. You're not going to be happy about that. Before your parents take care of you, they taking care of everybody else. Nous pas gen manger dans kay là, but they're blessing everybody else. And then même moun que y a aidé, c'est même moun sa yo k'ap parler sur yo, c'est même moun sa k'ap bay yo soufflet. Sometimes the same hand, you know what I'm saying, that you're helping, is the same hand that's going to smack you and stab you in your back. Lord, if that's what it means to be a pastor, please, cancel prendre ça pour moi vite. I had the Jonah spirit, and we all do. But we have to come to a point where we realize, même c'est une grâce que bon Dieu nous fait, et pas nous pas plus bon. That's the thing. Sometimes you seem to think that you're better than somebody, and regardez nous tous, si nous tous appuyer dans mien, like moi des fois c'est central, fait ouais des fois pas. Moi des fois c'est Joanie fait des fois pas. And sometimes, you know, I say something and you didn't appreciate what I said, but because you didn't appreciate it in the flesh, but you should have caught it in the spirit what I was talking about. But let nous tout camper sur me. You know what we are? We all just people that needs God. Pas gen yon qui pi bon et pas gen yon qui pi mal. Et nous même capable de faire distinction, oui. Oh, ça pi clair, ça pi jaune, ça pi noir. All the segregation, that's man-made. That's not God-made. That's man-made. The only difference God made was light and darkness. And he says, what relationship shall the light have with the darkness? What he was saying is, if you're the light in a dark place, people should see. Why? I'm not going to do it because Sejourneys don't like it. Remember, I turned off the light here a couple of times, right? But what happened when you just turn one switch? Darkness goes away. Why? Parce que côté gen lumière, pas de gen ténèbres. So I know some preachers and some people, they use that, oh, you're not supposed to hang out with this person, you're not supposed to this and that. But if God had ordained you to go somewhere and you're the light in a dark place, is that place still dark? For a mission, if God sends you there, and you know, that people is not going to approve. Maybe go moun andan que bon Dieu besoin sauver. Like that's how much importance that you have for God. God will move the whole mountains just for one person. Si c'est Marie-Ange qui engage un côté, n'importe côté lié. Depuis honnêtement avec cœur, même si vous bouche pas move, but andan que la parler avec bon Dieu, li besoin bagay. Bon Dieu après tirer un corbeau. God will take somebody, put somebody on a plane. Listen, I don't know who said Marie-Ange, but I'm looking for Sister Marie-Ange. Anybody know who Sister Marie-Ange is? I don't know, but God told me to get on this plane and put this in this envelope to bring to you. That's how God is. And guess what? You can't stop it. Even though you hear there's a snowstorm tomorrow, bon Dieu make sure avion atterri à l'heure. Not your time. L'heure il te get temps dit que bénédiction a pas entré. So we don't get to, so we can't be like Jonas. Oh, Pep Niva does not deserve God's grace. You don't deserve God's grace. Son cadeau, bon Dieu fait, oui. So who am I to choose? Okay, you know what? I don't like from tête manouche, so therefore he shouldn't get God's grace. So what penser là pour tête ou même? And if you feel that way, honestly, you need to mettre à genoux et demander bon Dieu pour retirer ça dans nous. Because do you know who you remind me of? Who do you remind me of? When you act like this, who are you? Besides Jonas, who are you in the Bible? Who are you in the Bible? When you act like that, that you don't feel, that everybody deserves God's grace. You got it. That too, yes, you're that guy. Ça qui dit, oh Seigneur, m'dou merci, d'être que m'pas pauvre comme commissaire, m'paye dit moins bien. But then you're somebody else too. You're the brother that stayed home when your other brother left. And kounya la gaspiller toute ville, but li vinn tourner en gens kounya li reconnaît que l'était là kay papal, li était pi bien. So the thing about it is, God was showing that he's the father and he's waiting there for the son to come back home. His hand is open. And it says that he saw his son. And as he saw his son, he went out to meet his son. See, the thing about it is, God is only looking for you to take a step towards him. And he's ready to come meet you. But you know who wasn't happy? Petit garçon qui était resté. He wasn't happy that bon Dieu that papa a fait un gros fête parce que petit li a quitté perdu a retourner la caille. Some people, you judge people by what you think or what you think you know that they did. And ou pas ta remet pour bon Dieu faire yo grâce. Parce que yo te touye un monde, parce que yo te volé un bagay, parce que yo te fait this, because they do that. There is no sin that's too big that God's blood cannot wash away. In your mind, ou pas vle pardonner moun nan, ou pas vle moun nan joindre la vie, that's something you got to deal with you. But God is not just interested in the 99, but te gen yon qui te perdi direction. Il dit comme ça, lui même là chercher ça. God is, ou ka dit, well, if I had 100, I got 99, I lost one. It's all right. I got 99. But God did not come here to condemn the world. He came to save the world. He came so that we may have life and have it more. Meaning, bon Dieu vient là pour tout le monde la vie. Ça veut dire, et pas plan bon Dieu. Yes, bon Dieu créé l'enfer, but that doesn't mean that you got to go there. And one thing that we said that qui fait bon Dieu vient faire tout ça le fait, c'est parce que bon Dieu pas ta remet ouais l'image li al dans l'enfer. Because he created us in his image. Comment faire pour bon Dieu rester là, regarder l'image qui va le bouler dans l'enfer? We're created in his image. That's why li pito by la ville. Because guess what? I thought they perdu nous, li pas perdu nous. We're created in his image. What were you going to say? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's us humain now? Yeah, you can't. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Okay. Let me ask you. Here's my question for you. No, let me ask you a question. So you're not mad that the father welcomed him home. What you're mad about is because you realize que tu restes qui était. That the rest, understand that my brother wanted his freedom, so my father had a pie. And he gives one part already to this. Hey, Fredo Mustad, I'm happy that you're home, but where is that? Don't put your eyes on it. Don't let your eyes look at that, because remember, you wasted yours already. You wasted yours already. So basically, I got to ask you a question, like, what's in your heart? See, the thing about it is, technically, out of the two brothers, moun ki gen rancune nan cœur la, that person is worse. Because I rancune ki nan cœur la, whatever it is that you're ready to kill for, because même lorsqu'on tout comme ça, même tout yo ta tout et tout. Qui sont pas en train de faire? Rancune ça. Whatever you think this is going to be for you, lap tout non coquette nan kou. Because sometimes when we attach our happiness towards earthly things, j'en pense, oh, si m'gen madame nan la vie m'bal this, and guess what? Gade qualité madame ou vin gen. Dim happiness ou tap cherche, est-ce que c'est ça gen? When we in it for the wrong reason. Li était avec papa, li ouais Jean frère gaspiller la ville, li connaît ba la pi bien nan men papa. Moi était là avec eux, m'a géré bagay yo, les arrivé kounya you know, m'a j'aime pas. Li pas jamais mettre dans tête li que frère t'a bien pour le retourner. Parce que moun qui prend les libertinage, franchement pas jamais retourner. Non? Y aller. They do their own thing. But the thing about God, God doesn't work like we do. Si gen en pile nan nou, maman, papa, le jour qui te kay la, le jour this, le jour that, et nous même ouvri porte la pour yo, oui. See, you te campé sous bluff. See, she wasn't really serious. But as a parent, when you do this, Kunya, you put her in a position pour manger mol. And sometimes, human being, we have something inside of us called pride. Comment you dit pride en créole? Pride. Or gay. Lord mette him, you know, I don't want to look bad in front of my friends. So, même si je ne suis pas capable de me quitter, I'm going to have to quitter Kunya. Je ne vais pas même préparer valise. Non, je vais ça sous moi. So, ça fait, if you bump into me next week, I'm still going to have this because that's all I got. Je ne vais pas faire plan pour me quitter. But the thing about, we say this, right? And the thing is, let nous aller, nous fermer porte là. Nous pas même fermer, nous taquer. But it's not easy for God to look at us and see him ensemble avec nous. That's the thing about God. Il renouvelle grâce pour nous chaque jour. His grace. He renews his grace for us every single day. And grâce li bon jodi a suffit pour jodi a. That's a good question. That's a good question. But listen, we have to, and there's a lot of kids that are like that. There's a lot. Listen, there's a lot of kids that's like that, and unfortunately, once ça passe, and n'oubliez ça. Satan le diable c'est quand on lion lié, il toujours à marcher, right? Qui ça l'a fait? L'a chercher qui ça l'a chercher? En occasion. And this is why when we're Christians, as the children of God, nous pas qu'à agir même gens les monde agit. You understand? Because the thing is, gen fois, grand pile monde qui mouri. Son mauvais sang yo vinn faire oui, qui gen tout oui. Like a friend of mine that that just suffered a stroke. He was going through really some tough time. He was stressing. Stress. Stress kills. Stress will kill you. The thing about it is, look by Satan ou occasion pour l'entrer dans caillou, il va pas aller à l'aise. C'est comme une bête sauvage pour l'entrer dans caillou, c'est tout ça le jour là. Within a second, this is why, God forbid, on monde qui is had enough, yo gon zam la caillou là, y a tiré tout bail. Y a crasé, y a brisé, là on entend dans nous nèg là shooter madame li, même team yo qui t'a dormi li shooter. When it happens fast. Les Satan joignent en occasion. He goes fast. Because no. Because if you have time to reflect, you won't do it. So when Satan and the devil, the enemy, he finds you in a place, Oh, let's see. L'on entre dans caille ça. Ou pas dire qui diable qui t'est entré dans caille là parce que tout la tête en bas net. So this is why we have to be careful that we don't. And if you was here when I was spoke about sleep on it, don't ever make a decision when you're mad. I had to learn that the hard way. Don't ever make a decision when you're mad. Pas jamais prendre décision l'or mauvais, l'or fâché. Because it's never going to be the God decision. I'm going to tell you that right now. Parce que there's some words that you say out of your mouth when you know how some words you said because you was upset? Then, and let me tell you something, man. I went through some tough time, and it'll be in part two, but I went to a tough time a couple years ago, and out of anger, somebody said something to me that till this day, I still remember it like it was yesterday. Because it hurted me a lot. It hurt me a lot to hear that. Because to hear that from somebody that you love and you care about, and to hear that word come out, it like you have to be careful. Like when you're upset, that honestly, like don't talk. Don't like bonti dlo, bonti café sans remet, hein. Cherche un cabane couché ou bien go pray, or go to the gym, walk it off, say, you know what, honey, I'll be back. Go sorti l'occasion, al marcher dans 20 Cortland Park là. I mean, whatever you gotta do, do it. Because get des mots qui sorti dans bouche ou, yeah, ou ka do sorry, but li get en font effet déjà. It already caused an effect already. So this is why you have to be very careful that you don't make decisions out of anger. You don't say things that you really don't mean. You're just angry right now. Like, remember, there's a thing called wisdom. And it says, and I got to end here. It says the character of a man, character munna, well, when it comes to the way they deal with adversity. C'est pas les bagages la marcher bon non qui montre caractère munna non. You know, some people that, oh, frère toujours a souri. Oh, he's always smiling. He's always ready to help everybody. Yeah, because bagay yo bon. Let's see if he's like that when his life is upside down. Là, on moun fol on bagay ki pa bon. Là, l'entrée li jwenn dégâts dans kay la. The character of a man is on display by the way he handles adversity. Le bagay la pa bon, kounyo vin konnen ki kalite moun ou gen. Le kay la pa gen manje, lo perdi travail, lo ko pa entre. Ou vle konnen ki kalite fam ou gen, le sa ou pral konnen. Li ka bon pou ou, li ka force sisman tou. It could be shocked. Honestly, I'm telling you. When everything's good, you smelling good, you look good. I told you I met a man who was married for over 20-something years. And the day he found out he had cancer, his wife left him. She said that I didn't sign up for this. She's like, this is too much for me. And not only that she left him, she took half of his money. So li parete un pile corps pour joindre traitement, and now he's by himself. Your pat gen ti moun, so yeah, he's really by himself. You know, it was okay when we can go party, we can take vacations together. Get moun ki nan la vous for the good times, and you have to be okay with that. Some people, like me personally, I give them tag names, good time. Because I know I'm only going to see you in good times. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You have to, you need it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's why God has to be the center of your life. And let me just say centre la vie. That means en vont prendre n'importe décision. En vont faire n'importe bagay. Mettez God, si c'est volonté pour me faire ça. And you can, and I remember I was talking to Brother Eugene, right? Uh-huh. Exactly. And I was telling him, I'm like, listen, man, listen, this is what you need to do. Because this is what I did when I was going through a similar situation. And you can only do these things lors gen quelque bagay ou ka faire seulement lors gen relation avec bon Dieu. A person, I'm talking about like not I know of God. No, I know God. Like lors gen relation avec un moun gonjon ka parler avec. Vous comprenez ça me do? So you know what? I'd be like, God, listen. I need to know. If this is the person for me or if this is what I need to do, fais ça passer. Si c'est pas vous ça vous voulez me faire, fais ça passer. I'm telling you, God will do it. God will do it. Lord, if this is not the man for me, let him go the next 3 days, pas quitter le relais du tout. And you're going to have to be okay with the answer. So, let pare le ou kounyo prend so mad, oh, I can't believe it. Remember, it's like you ask God for that. Like, get them when you pray bon Dieu pour sing, you pas aimer sing nan. So, pour qui sont demandé bon Dieu sing nan? I can't believe you. Who you out here cheating with? 3 days you ain't called me. Hello? You prayed. You said, if this is not the man for me, make sure he doesn't call me for 3 days. He didn't call you for 3 days. What do? Change your number and move on. You didn't. So see, some of you are praying for things that you're not ready for. Ou just gonna dire parole dans bouche. But ou pas tellement care pas avec. I was only kidding. You know, hey, if you don't want to be in this relationship no more, you can leave. Then let me know commencer à prendre livre. Where you going? You told me I could leave. No, don't be playing like that. And if the person is ready to walk out your life like that bad, that fast, and it doesn't matter to them, are you doing yourself a disservice? Or are you doing yourself a service? Bro, this door's going to always be open. Whenever you're ready to walk out my life, doors that way. Because I was good when I had nobody. Huh? Well, listen, forgiveness. Remember, going by no forgiveness, he called wisdom. See, sa boule, and bon Dieu connaît sous toucher la boule. But it's not good enough that God told me not to touch it. I got to essayer, right? Like a kid, you tell him, don't play with the oven. Don't play with the iron. How you say iron and curl and oublier? Fair. Okay? Pas toucher fair. Don't touch the iron. All right? C'est kind of cool like when somebody tell you don't do something, it's like it's telling you do it. And the thing is, you're not ready to really do it because you heard Utande Saldula, right? But like my daughter always said, Daddy, let me do a closer look. I'm like, Jada, do not touch that. But why? And I be telling Jada, you have to go to bed now. Okay, because she always call her brothers my boys, right? She goes, okay, I'm going to go talk to my boys, and when I'm done, then I'll go. I'm like, no, Jada, go to bed now. She's like, okay, Daddy, when the TV's off, then I'll go. See, I already know, like, she's going to be a lawyer. Because li toujours ap débat when tout back, like, my boys, when I tell them to go do something, 1, 2, 3, they out. Boom. But Jada, m'baka arrêter dans cabinet de balle, oh Lord. C'est pour mal camper devant and I have to explain myself but I'm finding myself angry talking to a 4-year-old. It's bedtime. Like right now, she's in the living room waiting for me. And right now, her brothers, they're asleep already. Because bedtime, you say 8h30. They be 8h30, you're not boom. Now Jada, it be 12 o'clock, Jada want to be up. All right, Jada, you have to go to bed. No, I want mommy to come lay down with me. Mommy go lay down with her. Mommy fall asleep, she's still up. It's like, let me do pas touche son bagay. You want to, est-ce que c'est vrai, right? We're going back to the garden again. Est-ce que c'est, bon Dieu do pas manger? You sure? And what the devil will do is, la répéter même parole bon Dieu répéter là, but it's not what you say, it's how you say it. God says, do not touch the fruit of knowledge, for the day that you touch it, you shall surely die. And the devil comes, he says the same thing, but he dit différent. Ou si bon était dit pas toucher parce que le jour toucher ou ap mourir ou quoi c'est ça? He repeated exactly what God says, but il dit dans l'autre façon qu'on a qui pour une faire because gon bagay dans l'homme, même sous su bagay là, l'homme vient dans l'autre bruit. Ouais, ça me détendait vrai. Now you start to doubt. Gon bagay les doubt. You know, I believe God can do this. But gon give into Sam. M'te dans misère ça même j'ai avoir tout. M'm toujours là-dedans pour 20 ans, oui. Oh Seigneur, ou quitter là-dedans pour 20 ans? C'est Abdou lui-même qui là-dedans pour 20 ans. Il pas dit ou même non, ou même ou dans l'autre bagay. So now you start to doubt yourself. Ou get on where Carla nan Mamzel. So it's not like the devil will not come to tell you something different. He just say it to you a different way. You sure bon Dieu te dit pas toucher parce que wap mouri? Et pas ça bon Dieu te dit qui te la vérité. Mais qui genre de mourir il t'a parlé? Qui genre de la mort il t'a parlé? Spiritual. Because any disconnect between you and God is what? Is spiritual death. Where moun yo te pè la mort. Yo te pè la mort. Mais nous n'avons joué avec spiritual la mort à nous-mêmes. Parce que nous toujours dit I have time. Right? I'll come to Bible study next Thursday. Quand on va toujours gagner la vie next Thursday. My favorite is Pastor, ma vie converti, oui. That's my favorite ones. Okay, yo, when you come into church, yo, bro, I got you, man. I'm gonna come. Après ouvrir channel 12 news, après ouais, on news. Me not no mail. You know, like God placed people on your path and then but you have to be okay with that. As long as you do your job, then ou ka dormi nan soir. Vous comprenez? Si les bon Dieu te doit parler à Sœur Joannise, oui, ou parle à Sœur Joannise après ba la venir rivel. Yeah, now it's not Sœur Joannise, it's you. You're to tomber sous dos. Anybody here, if God ever give you a vision about anybody or me or whatever it is, you make sure you go do it. Si bon Dieu do al parler, and you have to be careful. Did he tell you to go talk to the person? Because get des moun qui viennent by message publiquement, l'idée de message private message. Vous comprenez? Et pas tout message qui doit sortir dans le micro, non? Do you guys hear me? Et pas tout message ou bay dans le micro. It's not every message that deserves a microphone. Some message deserve ou prend moun nan sous côté ou font ti parler avec privately. Because God is not here to embarrass anybody. That's the devil's job. And this is I said that in Mount Vernon a couple weeks ago. I'm like, you have to shame the devil. Meaning, tout ce qu'on est diable qui utilise contre, mettez-le devant mon Dieu. Lord, I'm struggling with this. Because everything that you're struggling with privately, the devil will use it to shame you publicly. You know that secret life that you're living that nobody knows about? God knows about it. You know about it. And the devil knows about it because he's in it. But, going Jean, ou can shame the devil by bringing it to God. Lord, I'm struggling with this. I know I'm struggling with this. Because if you don't do it, Jab la fait un gens y a qu'un beau dans Channel 12 News. Y a avili ou publiquement. Kounya pa gen gros de l'eau danger. And the thing is, moun li pa crier pour bagay la non? Ou kon pour ça le crier? Parce que kounya tout moun vinn connaît ki moun li vraiment yé. This is why some people are like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught. You're not sorry. My baby, I never. No, you wasn't sorry. You're only sorry because now I know what you've been doing. Because it was strange. Chaque jour, tu pral jeter fatra ou retourner 3 ans. Later. Ah, côté fatra ça y est, mes amis. Du Boston. if you don't shame the devil, he will humiliate you publicly. Vous comprenez pour qui ça? Parce qu'on porte non bon Dieu. And the devil will always trying to get you into a position pour dire, garde-le, garde-le. And vous comprenez pour qui ça comme ça? Because the devil only did one thing wrong his whole life. One thing. Vous comprenez ça bon Dieu fait? Il a un Jackie Chan. Lague monsieur en bas. Ou même penser à tout le temps qu'on fait chaque jour. Now you see why he hates you? Because bon Dieu pas de chance qu'il ba ou. This is why he said he's going to persecute you. Because li connaît lui-même li pas jamais rive côté bon Dieu gen plan pour ou même ou rive là. Tout bagay la faire pour essayer pour voir s'il te ka li pas capable. So, what's the next best thing? Je connais un monde qui va le vol. Je vais essayer pour moi si je vais faire le perdre vol là. Parce que je vais mériter là pour compte moi. I don't want to stay here by myself. You think I'm going to be burning in hell all by myself? No, give me some pastors. Give me some deacons, some dam missionnaires, évangélistes là. Président homme, président dame, the youth director. Bam gros titre, bam gros nom ça yo. Pour les moi m'a boulé, moi monsieur ça ensemble avec moi tout. Because he knows there's no way he's going to win. So he got to make sure that I lose, that you 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 lose. And the devil loves it. On moun ki pa vle di bon Dieu oui, you're the devil's best friend. Because tout autant pas dit oui, devil la connaît ou gon bagay en don qui pa enveloppé. Because le jour dit bon Dieu oui, ou après on commence parler gens pas de parler. Ou commence quelques bagages commence cap happen in your life ou pas jamais même gen vision pour yo. Gen des côtés ou pas même gen envie pour entrer, bon Dieu faut entrer. Gen langue ou pas même qu'on t'a pas parler. J'ai ou tout est jambe pense ou t'a qu'on vinn de ti anglais. Et qu'on gen gros anglais. Gen deux passeports, gen bagage, gen quatre, gen des moun regarder la vie ou Jean la vouiller. Ou ka pas riche dans section bagage, but ou riche. You rich. Gen moun la même ti bécan là yo t'a levé par pas ka même machin ti bécan pour yo non. OK. Not even no ti bécan oui. But ou même on en pays ou gen deux machines, trois machines, quatre machines, cinq machines. Gen moun qui change machine même genre yo changer soutien. Chaque 2 semaines. Stand to your feet. Listen, it's pas facile pour nous dire oui à bon Dieu. But there's good things when we say yes to God. But pas maintenant tête tout ba facile non? OK? Pas maintenant tête tout cause God ou te mettre ouvrir Bible là dans n'importe la vie moun. Gon process qu'on pas aimer. OK? I'm pretty sure les Joseph Chita sous trône là, il était belle. But li songe tout bâton il te prend dans prison en tout. Il y a quelques marques mon Dieu qui t'ont fait c'est pour songer quand tu sorti. Parce que il y a des gens si bon Dieu faut al Chita sous trône 100 marques, ou danger. Ou fait ou fait trop. Ou dérespectant trop. Mais il y a des gens c'est pour bon Dieu faut songer tout bâton de qu'on prend yo. Parce que lorsque songer bâton yo ou gon bagay en dedans qui est au calme because get des moun yo t'a fait plus mal que Trump et ça fait pour bon Dieu massage qui boit belle ti iguaz spirituel yo parce que get des moun hey ou pas c'est yo juste ba don petit titre dans l'église là il prend toute l'église net kounyal pas comment pour parler à moun on va parler à moun c'est pour battre l'estomac li. Ça fait un peu mon you gain maladie tension. You fait trop efforts avec ça bon Dieu ba yo. Anyways, pas oublier tomorrow's Friday. If we don't have a snowstorm, we'll be you praying for snowstorm? You're always praying for snowstorm, you know that? Yeah, you always praying for a snowstorm. My Lord. Anyways, snowstorm or not, if you was going to go to work, please come to the Friday night service. But only if it's safe, I'll make that decision when I see it. All right? Nous disons, mon Dieu, merci pour tout le monde qui t'a chance pour être là. Deacon César, always happy to see you. Amen. Tout le monde qui était là, nous disons, mon Dieu, merci pour lui. Lord, we thank you for giving us this great opportunity to be here tonight. We thank you for who you are. We thank you for what you're doing in our midst, oh God. Nous disons merci pour tout le monde qui t'a chance pour être là dans l'étude biblique là. Pour toute parole qui t'est parlée, tout est partagé, Seigneur. Dans le nom de Jésus, pendant que nous quitté là, on va faire nous vivre la carrière nous en bien. Et c'est volontaire pour nous là, demain soir, c'est une veille de nuit, on va faire arrangement, on va faire provision. Nous avons fait tout ça déjà pour nous. Lord, I ask you, Lord, those of us who are going to work and to go to school tomorrow, oh God, allow us to walk over our enemies tomorrow, oh God, avec un cœur content, avec un sourire sous lèvres nous, because we know that you are in control and you are always in control. Lord, I ask you, Lord, to keep our kids, our children especially, safe in these schools, because every day and every week, oh Lord, there's somebody that's trying something, but no matter what, we know that the angels of the Lord camp around those, our children, oh Lord, that we are serving you. As Joshua said, as for us, me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Me and my household, we are under the protection of the Lord. Seigneur, pendant que nous à l'école, ça qui prend boss, ça Seigneur qui prend taxi, ça c'est mon qui le déposer. Seigneur, pendant l'école là, Seigneur, mettez l'école là, Seigneur, en bas sécurité parce que tout le monde nous Seigneur, dans l'école là, Seigneur. Lord, I ask you to bless our teachers, oh Lord, that are teaching at these schools, oh God. Bless those that know you and those that don't know you, oh God. Lord, I ask you to bless every single one of us, not just tonight, but forevermore. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Que l'Éternel nous garde. Que l'Éternel nous protège. Que l'Éternel nous dirige. L'Esprit qui surpasse toute intelligence va demeurer dans chacun de nous, pas seulement pour asseoir, mais pour tout temps et pour toute l'éternité. Maranatha. Good night, good night, good night, good night.